I am currently surrounded by millions of beautiful and super fresh plants. I'm in Germany at the Dental Plants greenhouse. I'm going home today, so before I leave I want to grab some of my favorite plants, take them home with me and set up a beautiful aquascape with them. Let's get started. Sprinklers just turned on. Look at this, guys. This entire table is just Alternatera. I think this is the, let's see, Alternatera Veniki Red Ruby. Just one table with just one plant. That's insane, right? So the ones that are in sleeves are basically ready for sale. So here we have the U1DTI Compact. We have Grit Lucens. This one over here is new in the assortment, the dark orange. Here we have an entire table with Pogestemon Helveri or Downway. This is also pretty cool. They have these pads with different types of carpeting plants. So here we have Liliopsis. So it's just grown on some mesh. Yeah, if you just bury this in a little bit of soil or some sand, you basically have an instant carpet. They come in squares, but I think they have some strips as well. Over here they have the longer variety. Pretty cool, right? Had to make a quick stop in here as well. This is basically the tissue culture fridge. So over here we just have a bunch of cups. Here we have dwarf hairgrass. So the plants will stay in here until they've reached the desired quantity. And then they'll put a label on them, and then they'll move them into this section where they can be picked for the orders. So here we have some Juncus repens. This is one of my favorites, Blixa japonica. Definitely gonna take a few of those with me. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna go plant shopping over here, and then I'll see you guys back home again. Okay, we're back home, ready to set up a new tank, and I'm thinking for this one to just create a really colorful aquascape. Probably do a Dutch style as well. So I've picked up some amazing plants in Germany, some really colorful stems, some crypts and some blixa. Just my favorite plants. I'm gonna put them all in one tank, and I think it's gonna look amazing. We already have the red Dutch style tank on the cabinet. This one is gonna go next to it, so should look pretty good. So the tank itself is a optic white rimless 35 centimeter cube. So it holds roughly 40 liters or 10 gallons or so. And then for the light, I'm using the CHIHIROS A2 series. Well, let's get straight to work. I'm going to start with my usual extensive substrate system. So Aquasoil, nutrient-rich base layer, ADA additives, and some root taps. Okay, that's the substrate system done. There's a lot of nutrients in there, but that's exactly what I want. We want to have a lot of plants in here, a lot of heavy root feeders as well. So I want to make sure that we provide them with enough nutrients. And I also use this exact same substrate system in the red plants only Dutch style tank. So I think the proof is in the pudding. Next up is planting. Let me show you which plants I brought home from Germany. Here we go, we have 11 different varieties for this Nano cube. Let me show you some of the highlights. Here we have the new Crypt Focus, that's the Venus Dark Orange. We have the new Bacopa Salzmani Purple over there. And we also over here have the new Rotala Rotundifolia Blood Red. And then, this one I'm excited about as well, the Limnophila Hyperoidoides. Very excited about this one as well. I'm going to quickly prepare them all, and then we'll go through every single plant as I'm planting them. Okay, plants are prepared, and I've also prepared a little planting map. So basically just grabbed all the labels from all the pots, place them in a tank, and just make sure that I don't have two green plants next to each other or two red plants next to each other. Also looking at the shape of the leaf. So for example, stem plants can have a different color, but they still have the same shape of the leaf. So I want a straight leaf or a round leaf next to each other. Just make sure we have a lot of variety and have a lot of contrast. So we're basically going to have 4 layers. First we will have the carpet. For that I'm using the Hemianthus cuba. Then we'll have the foreground plants. For that I'm using the Bacopa. I'm using Blixa, and on this side I'm using the Crypt Dark Orange. Then the midground, I'm using the Didiplis diandra. Next to that I'm using the Micranthemum umbrosum. and next to that the Rotala bloodred. And then in the background we have 4 plants, Pogestoma decadensis, Ludwigia repens rubin, Hygrophila sunset, and Limnophila hyperoidoides. Okay, planting is done. It's looking good. Of course, still very green at the moment, but hopefully in the next few weeks the colors will start to develop. Very curious to see how it's going to look in a few weeks. Well guys, I think this is definitely the most colorful nano aquarium I've ever made. The layout is now 67 days old and doing really good. I really wanted some very colorful inhabitants as well, so a few weeks after it was set up, I added some red platies and blue shrimp. The shrimp are mostly hiding in the dense plant mass, but the platies are always out and putting on a show. Besides the platies and the shrimp, I've also added a pair of licorice gourami, 1 male and 2 females of scarlet baris, some odocinclus and a mano shrimp. Four weeks after this tank was set up, I changed the light to the CHIHIROS WRGB2 Pro, but the rest of the equipment has stayed the same. The light is on from 1 PM until 9 PM, and the CO2 is on from 11 AM until 8 PM. During the first few weeks, I've been dosing APT1, which is a very lean fertilizer without nitrate and phosphate. But after 6 weeks or so, I switched to APT3, which is a complete fertilizer. Now, maintaining a Dutch style tank is definitely a bit more work compared to a regular aquascape. There's a lot of trimming involved, but I really enjoyed watching this tank go from freshly planted and very green to fully grown in and way more colorful. And when you walk into the studio, this one immediately catches your eye. Now, as always, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.